From what I know, narcissism is not something that anybody is born with. It's something that is developed, and I probably don't know the whole thing, but from what I understand, it can be a child who is so severely abused, whether that's, you know, through neglect or sexual abuse or physical abuse, that they can't deal with that, and actually it's like their soul goes and they are just a shell. And then there is the other side, which I actually only learnt recently from watching your videos online, that somebody can become a narcissist because their parents have actually built them up too much.
There are two types of narcissists: those who hark back or are the outcome of severe abuse, and those who are put on a pedestal and admired and idolized by their parents and can do no wrong, and so on and so forth. Both types of children are treated as objects. Whether the child is put on a pedestal or the pedestal is put on the child as a form of abuse, in both cases the child is treated as an object. When the child is abused, the child is being objectified. And when the child is admired and idolized, the child is being objectified as well. The child becomes the receptacle of the parents' dreams and expectations. The child is put under enormous pressure to fulfill the parents' aspirations and wishes and hopes. In other words, the child becomes an extension of the parent, becomes the long arm of the parent. In the other case, where the child is severely abused and harshly, molested or whatever, in that case, the parent does not see the child at all. In both cases, the child is perceived as an inert container for the parent's psyche or psychology.
Not as an individual.
And it is not really very important in which way you abuse the child, by idolizing the child or by trampling on the child. Parents with mental health issues, including bipolar and definitely borderline, their children have a much higher chance of developing narcissism. Narcissism is a defense mechanism. It's a coping strategy. The child creates something called the false self. The false self is everything the child is not and wished that he were. So the false self is omnipotent, all-powerful. False self is omniscient, knows everything. It is the false self that interacts with the offending parent, with the hurtful parent, with the parent that inflicts pain. But because the false self is incapable of experiencing pain, the child is protected. The true self is behind this shell. It's like a castle and a moat. Finally, it's dead. So we are left only, narcissists like me, are left only with the false self. But the false self is a concoction. It's a piece of fiction. It's a narrative. It's a story that I have told myself when I've been abused and so on and so forth in order to fend off, to put